Ag robotics have evolved dramatically in the past year, and this was more than evident at FIRA USA 2023 in Salinas, California. This video is going to cover over 30 pieces of tech, some new robots and implements that debuted at the conference, and other existing units that have made huge improvements over the past year. I want to start with Verdant Robotics, a tractor-pulled spray unit which made bold claims last year but wasn't running to back them up. This year it was, and the accuracy was impressive, with the spray box hitting weeds with sub-centimeter accuracy at high speeds. The company says that many growers are spraying an organic weed-killing solution, but they can also spray conventional pesticides with a 95% reduction in product required. Eco Robotics is selling a similar unit, but instead of a few nozzles that snipe the weeds, their sprayer is lined with 156 nozzles, ready to fire as weeds pass by. It was a bit harder to tell just how accurate it was in a larger crop with larger weeds, but seemed to be effective in hitting what it was told to hit, at first just the crop, and then just the weeds. Other units targeted the weeds with lasers, like the well-known laser reader from Carbon Robotics, which now claims to be much faster after the latest update, thanks to deep learning AI improving the model. They've also made it more customizable, letting the grower decide if they need more or less power for each weed species. Carbon Robotics has more competition than ever, with Verdant saying they might strap some lasers to one of their units, Morningstar and Escarta teaming up to create their own laser weeding unit with plans to offer a fully autonomous one in the future, and LNA claiming that they invented the laser weeder and that their unit is 10 times faster, more effective, and more desirable than other systems. This was a theme at FIRA 2023, and companies that once seemed to have little to no competition were now inundated with similar products and had been forced to evolve to stand above competitors. We saw a lot of this with mechanical weeders as well, with Stout and Colt now facing competitions from newer companies like RoboVator and Almana. FarmWise also chose to move away from their semi-autonomous unit to compete with the tractor-pulled weeders. The units demonstrated were worked in a field that was a parking lot just a few weeks prior, but they all seemed to perform well through the chunks of asphalt. The Stout unit was one of the best, and now boasted the ability to fertilize based on plant size while weeding as well. It did seem to struggle with the heavy weed pressure though, and the operator would have to remove the buildup by hand. The Mantis unit didn't go between the weeds, but was camera guided, and the company also uses the platform for spraying and thinning. While these units all still require a tractor, Blue White, Bonsai, and Agtonomy offer solutions to make existing tractors autonomous, while Monarch sells a tractor which comes ready to go on its own right out of the box. Although all the spectators seemed to be upsetting its safety sensors as it drove around the demo area, honking angrily. Larger manufacturers are also starting to offer solutions, with more on the horizon. If you want to break away from tractors altogether, the Agro and Tele Roboti or NIO units can carry a range of tools in a variety of settings. Or Swarm Farm offers a much larger diesel-powered tool carrier that can be equipped with various implements such as a sprayer with Weedit's green-brown detection system. There was also a new sprayer designed for field crops called Solix from Solymphtech. Starting at $50,000 US, the robot was voted crowd favorite at the event, and roams the fields completely on solar power, hunting for weeds to spray as they emerge. The idea is that it can be left in the field to keep on top of weeds, won't need to be refilled frequently, and can cover more land with less headaches. While Solix has yet to prove its worth, another autonomous sprayer that has gained a lot of traction in the past year is Gus. Gus was built by a team already in the commercial spray business for 40 years, so they knew what they wanted. They've since partnered with John Deere and have been growing steadily, even selling the units to their competitors in the custom application business. This year, they're rolling out a herbicide version as well. Robotics Plus brought out Prosper, a new version of their unmanned ground vehicle with a new, more diverse platform that can be used for a variety of jobs. This robot uses electric drive motors that can be charged with its diesel generator. Currently, it's mainly being used to spray in orchards and vineyards. The company from New Zealand is making a fruit packer and log scaler now too. Also from New Zealand was Seed Spider, a company known for their high-density seeders. At this event though, they brought out their new robot to show off, Weed Spider. Covered in carbon fiber, the unit can run autonomously or mounted to a tractor to weed, thin, or spray. It was able to weed in a variety of patterns too, such as this crossover pattern to go around either side of each plant. For harvesting, there was the FIRA robot from Turkey, which aims to collect the leftover cotton in already harvested fields. There was also Tortuga, who says they have the world's largest commercial harvesting robot fleet, with 150 active robots. They're currently focusing on tabletop strawberries, but are starting to move into grapes as well. Trick Robotics is also working in strawberries, both on an automated bug vacuum and UVC lights attached to a unit to reduce the need for pesticides. Trick also won the pitch competition at the event. While these units are extremely specialized, some offer a much more flexible platform, like the Burrow, which is being used in everything from solar farm construction and maintenance to security detail. Burrow is now offering kits to beef up their units to carry 250 pounds more, or a tow kit for up to 5,000 pounds, plus faster speeds and charging. They've also been improving their mission planning solutions with what they call Atlas. An even more bare-bones solution is the Amiga from FarmNG. By itself, it can't do much, but can easily be modified to meet the needs of the operation. To showcase this, FarmNG held the Farm Robotics Challenge, where teams of students tried to come up with innovative solutions in agriculture using the robot as a base. Some of the best were brought to FIRA, everything from harvest aid robots that monitored the posture of workers to ones carrying a flame weeder. The challenge will run again in 2024 and will be open to Canadian students now as well. While drones still aren't allowed to spray pesticides in Canada, they are being used in California, and there was a variety of companies selling a wide range of models. A lot of software companies were also using drones to tackle jobs like yield estimation or for more niche jobs like detecting and pinning male cannabis plants for removal. Talking to people at the conference, there was a lot of incredible technology outside of what was shown in this video, which hasn't quite found its fit yet, hammers without a nail. Someone also remarked that the conference shouldn't be called FIRA USA, but instead FIRA California, as that's what was shown and where most of the big companies are currently focused. But through events like this, working groups, and sharing what's out there with farmers, I think we'll continue to see these new technologies grow and adapt to systems outside of California. And hopefully, it won't be long before we start reaping the benefits here in Canada as well.